Good on it.
Spacing out.
Yep. Candy crushing it or something.
Yeah, similar to that. But we will not space out on another episode of The Commute,
where I will be your driver.
I will be your passenger. A lot of good stories about crazy people today.
Yep.
Just the world gets crazier and crazier and crazier. The ultimate, I guess this is good, between lazy and crazy. Florida man didn't feel like going to work one day. So, and his wife was on, just go to work, go to work, go to work. All right, yeah, fine. So she leaves, and he's like, I'll go to work. Mm-hmm. So he stages a burglary in his own house so that he wouldn't have to go to work. He went so far as to, he got his television and slammed it on the ground, broke stuff, opened windows. He has a kid. He's like, oh, the windows were open to my kid's room. Called 911 and they came in. Uh-huh. He even had a car. Like he ran out of his house and saw a car driving away. And
wow.
He had the whole thing going on. But the neighbors talked, or the cops talked to the neighbors. And they said, you know, we didn't see anything, we didn't hear anything. And after questioning the guy, he fessed up that, you know, yeah, he was just faking.
Just broke under questioning, huh?
He just didn't want to go to work. So instead of work, he had to spend the day in jail.
So he got another day off.
Yeah, you know, he got his wish. He didn't give him that much.
He's working the system.
And he was, you know, I don't want to say creative, but he made the initiative to do what he wanted to do. Ooh, losing So, speaking of crazy people, Courtney Love, she decided, I guess, to hop on the bandwagon with every other goddamn issue you can even think of, and they're going to make a musical about Kurt Cobain.
What?
Yeah, the musical. Kurt Cobain, the musical.
I thought she was like, because there was some diary or something she wouldn't let released and all this other crap.
Nah,
like, I thought she was big on keeping all that.
She says she wants to keep put a story out there that no one knows about of him. Yeah, she doesn't want to make it the typical stuff. She was only going to work with an A-list crew of writers and directors.
Good luck with that.
And her and her daughter's in on it. Mm-hmm. You know, of course, but she wants it to be high class. But it just seems like, I don't know, Broadway used to be respectable and different, and now they just take anything movie. If a movie does well, they turn the movie into a friggin' Broadway play. You know, or they take someone's album and turn it into a Broadway play.
Which is not always a bad thing. I mean,
it's always a bad thing. I mean, if it didn't exist beforehand, I mean, that's the least of the things. It's just, Broadway's also known for their music, and this is music you've heard 800 times before. Right. You know, I want something new. I want Broadway, you know, maybe U2 or Billy Joel, or, not that, you know, I like both of them, but, you know, every now and then they come up with something clever. Yeah. It seems like the big thing lately is they take children's stories or children's movies and turn them into, you know, Mary Poppins was the big one.
Yeah, Lion King was big.
Lion King, there's a Charlie Brown one.
Yeah, I actually saw the Charlie Brown one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah, it's really good.
Was it based on a previous story, or
something
completely new?
Yeah, it was something completely new. As far as I've seen, I don't know. I haven't seen all of it, but all the newer shows or whatever, but it wasn't anyone I've seen. And it was really good. I mean, you figure, I kind of went in there expecting them to like have like fake heads on and stuff, and it wasn't like that. It was just people, yeah. Which was really good.
Did they make them look like kids?
Made it better.
Bigger clothes
no, they didn't even bother with that. You know, didn't have anything to do with that. It was just the story, which was good. I mean,
I wanted to see the Spider-Man one, but that got canceled.
Good. It got completely canceled? Because, I mean...
Yeah. It's like canceled. They have a cancellation date for it. I don't know if it's still going on or not.
Oh, okay.
But it's nearing its end.
Oh, all right. Yeah, because I mean, it got postponed or something for a long time because
people
that
died
accident.
and
Yeah.
shit, and all kinds of problems with that one. So,
I guess too, we should talk about what we've got going on coming up.
we have to talk about what we have going on. Special commute news.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll start off from what we want to do here out is I guess we're calling destination shows, where just go beyond our commute. We're going to get in touch with a business of any sort and drive there, participate, maybe get a tour, get it on film, and whatever their business is, we're going to partake in. And we have our first at Higher Power Yoga and Fitness, June 9th.
Yeah.
And we're going to be doing
9th.
a show.
April 9th.
Why did I say June?
I don't know.
Wow. I'm rushing the year along.
You are. You're pushing it
April
right
9th,
along.
1 week
April
from
9th.
today. And it'll be on later that night or the day after.
Yeah.
You guys will be able to watch us do yoga.
Sweating to
Hot yoga. Hot yoga. It's going to be crazy. I heard we have to drink a lot of water that day.
Oh, yeah.
Or else
I
we
kind
will
of do
dehydrate.
anyway. I mean, the water cooler's right there, so
I'm on and off with it. But I'm going to drink a lot of water.
Concentrate on.
Bring a bottle to piss in on the way home, so I'm not going to be able to stand it.
Yeah, because you still got the ride home.
Yeah. But check out our Facebook page, The Commute.
Yeah, there's an event posted up there, and all the information's on there. So if anybody is interested in coming down and trying it out, we'll be down there.
Mm-hmm. Join us. Join the commuters.
And support, the local business.
Yeah, it's in Dover, Delaware. So if anyone's in the area, check it out. It's $15 for an hour of yoga. And from what I hear, she really
put you through the paces.
Oh yeah. She was like, "Are you sure you wanted to?" Yeah.
Of course not. I mean, yeah.
I'm never sure, but
it'll be something, whatever it is.
It'll be entertaining to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see, we're on the topic of people not liking their job. There's a stenographer in New York who was supposedly the job brought him a lot of stress, a lot of just didn't like it, people were on him, which is any job, but
yeah.
He took it to the limits, became an alcoholic. And here they found out that when he was in court, typing down the stenography.
He was drunk in court.
I don't think he was ever drunk in court, at least that they could prove. But he would just be either typing gibberish, he would just be clacking the keys, or the only thing that he typed out that made sense was he would repeatedly type, "I hate my job, I hate my job, I hate my job."
What in the hell did he think was going to happen with that?
I mean,
that's public record. I mean,
it's public record, and they also use that stuff to go back in when they're, deliberating a case, and
it's very important. I mean,
they go back to that all the time.
God.
Well, they found 30 cases that he did it with, and now they're afraid that all 30 cases are going to go to mistrial.
Probably
because of this. And one of the bigger cases they have was some kind of guy who's a bigwig for an insurance company hired a hitman to kill his wife, like sniper gun style, like everything. Wait for her to walk by and
what the hell?
Pick her off.
It's not just a movie.
No, this was real life, and it was this big trial, and they said they don't think they're going to be able to convict him. It's going to go to mistrial now because of this. So then this guy's going to face a lot of time.
Yeah.
Now they questioned him, and he said, "I never did that." He said, "I was an alcoholic, due to the job." There's a point where his wife left him. His kids have nothing to do with him now. He said he's been sober for a year now. This actually went back almost 2 years that he was doing this. So now it's just making those cases drag on.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that would be a mistrial. Because it's not exactly evidence. But
I guess if they want to, let's say the jurors want to go back and look at what he said, or
they wouldn't be able to.
It's not there. And you know how the law is. If everything's not there, you know, the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted, you can go to mistrial. So, but that's like the ultimate. I hate my job.
Yeah.
I hate my job. I hate my job. I hate my job.
I wonder, too, I mean, that'd be a good plot for a show, too. Like, you find, like, a alcoholic stenographer, and then somebody that wants a mistrial in their case goes in and, like, fucks with his records, and then you blame him, you know? You throw him under the bus.
Hey, look.
He's an alcoholic. I don't know. Anything could happen. You know.
CSI, check it out.
Anybody in, like, a sniper gun case, they've got the means for that.
He wasn't even going to cover it up. He said, snipe my wife.
Jesus.
It's insane, dude. Let's do this date in history.
Yeah.
April 3rd, 1860. Pony Express debuted.
Yeah.
St. Joseph, Missouri to Sacramento, California.
And supposedly it had like a rider leave from both places and like delivering, you know, one thing one way, like kind of some kind of relay thing.
They'd meet up.
And well, I don't know if they met up or they went and went back, or they each one kept going in, you know, the other direction. I don't know what they would hand off, but the one going to California arrived 2 days before the one going back to Missouri. But yeah, that was like the first real like package quick delivery before that.
And that quick delivery was 10 days?
Yeah.
So it was 1 8 and 1 10, or was 1 10 and 1 12?
One was 10, one was 12.
Wow. That's service, man.
Yeah, well.
10 days?
That's all they had then.
Send you my letter?
But then a year later they had to fold up shop because the transcontinental telegraph was put in place.
In 1861?
Yep. Pony
Express was only around for 1 year?
Yeah, and for as big of a thing as it is.
Yeah, I mean, you always hear about it. It's in movies.
All the time, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, just a year of service.
Huh.
But supposedly it was, you know...
Well, it was probably, like, mind-blowing at the time, you know?
Yeah, and it was... ended up being like really inefficient and stuff too. Like they never made a profit. Like it was just a money drain. Like
just like the post office.
Yeah. Well, for as much as you had to pay those guys to be on call.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Send this right away. Would have been great if it was one of those April Fool jokes.
Yeah.
Here, deliver this.
Dumbass. First thing delivered by postal mail was an April Fool's joke.
July 3rd, 1865. Confederate capital of Richmond captured.
Yep.
Really?
During the Civil War. Yeah. So a mere, 4 years later after the telegraph, the Civil War is going on.
Wow.
Full blast. Yeah.
Which probably benefited them. You know, that they had the telegraph at the time.
Yeah.
For sending messages back.
In some ways, yeah, definitely.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, you don't think about those types of things all connected together right around the same.
Such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
I mean, within a 4-year span, Pony Express folds. Telegraph has come up in Civil War. And then 1882, Jesse James murdered.
Yep.
Wow. I love the Old West stories.
Yeah.
I love the real old westerns. Then they got kind of for a long time, like late 70s to early 90s. They were just usually horrible. The movies. Yeah,
I mean, there were a few bright points in between there. I mean, there's some stuff that's watchable.
Yeah.
And stuff that's really unwatchable.
I mean, there is stuff that is watchable. It was few and far between. You had to watch a lot of crap.
Yeah. I mean,
to get to the good ones, but then from then on, they started getting good again.
Like right off the top of my head, that I can think of that I didn't like as a Western was Quick and the Dead.
Quick and the Dead.
Filled with like, it had, Leonardo DiCaprio was in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Gene Hackman. Fucking.
Yeah, that was.
That was.
I thought it was okay. It was.
It was very stylized.
I liked the story they had, but the whole idea of the movie, the movie was done poorly. Yeah, it could have been done a lot better with the story that they had.
I mean, there was a couple cool ones. I mean, there was like
Silverado. Silverado's a great one.
Yeah, and
more modern ones, but 310 to Yuma, like I thought that was pretty good.
I never saw that one.
It's not bad, and but yeah, I mean, like your favorite ones, like any of those Clint Eastwood ones, any of the spaghetti western.
Oh yeah, spaghetti western.
Badass.
Fantastic.
And dude, and one I had never seen before until a guy at work was telling me about it. But this one, it's called My Name Is Nobody, and that is the fucking shit, dude. That is like one of the best westerns I've seen.
Wow.
Ever. I mean, it's freaking hilarious. Like this guy. He's following this real famous like gunfighter around, like tailing him like wherever he goes, and he's trying to set up this thing where he's trying to get him to fight like the Wild Bunch, which is like 300 guys. So it was going to be like one guy on like 300 guys to like end his career in like this blaze of glory thing. He was trying to get that like set up the whole time. It's an awesome movie. You gotta check it out if you ever see it.
Just kill me. There's
My Name Is Nobody.
I can't think of the name of it right now. It's a really good movie. Oh, forget it. Can't think of it.
And then on that story, there was the Brad Pitt did that one. It was the execution, murder of Jesse James by the coward.
Oh
Robert
yeah,
Ford.
yeah.
That was good.
Him and his brother. Wasn't his brother in that?
No, it was Casey Affleck.
Casey Affleck, that's right,
Yeah.
that's right.
It was a brother, but...
It was a brother. His brother was someone people give a shit about.
Right. I like him more than... I can't stand Ben Affleck.
Ah, yeah, that's...
Except in Mallrats. I'll take him in Mallrats where he's a rapist.
Worst actor in the world, though. Because at the time, I'm like, who is this guy ruining this movie?
I laughed through this whole thing.
Oh my god, he just tore it apart.
Yeah. I mean, he's had good parts, but I just... Overall, I don't know if he's just overrated or what the deal is with him.
He's better as a director. I like him directing movies.
Fuck yeah, dude.
He can direct the hell out of a movie. He just can't act.
Did he direct Argo?
Yeah.
And that movie's fucking badass, and he's in it.
He won an Oscar for that?
I don't know. He should have if he didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, because that was a really good movie. Or go fuck yourself.
And what else has he directed?
I don't know.
One of those murder mystery movies with Casey Affleck in it.
Oh yeah.
It's really good. Mist, something about the Mist.
Huh.
Oh well.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
But yeah, look them up. What else? Unforgiven's a great western.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
Yeah, that came into my head too. I couldn't think of that. But then going back and like comparing those to like the movies that they were based on originally, like all the Akira Kurosawa movies.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
yeah.
Some amazing shit, dude.
Yeah, they were kind of like ahead of their time with those movies,
Way ahead of the time. Like if you look at the release dates on those movies, I mean, it's like it's so close to World War II. I mean, it's like they happen like in rapid succession. I mean, it's like, how the hell was he filming this? Like when all of this stuff was going down. I mean, it's amazing the stories that came out of that, and the stories that came from that too. As like
good sound effects in the movie.
Yeah. Awesome actors. I mean, Pune. It's just, there's some awesome ones. And some of them I prefer watching those more than, the spaghetti western
version. Depends what kind of mood you're in.
Yeah.
I have to be in a mood for, whichever one.
Yep. Yeah, they're awesome. And then, like, Hidden Fortress, that movie is like, it's almost the exact same plot as Star Wars.
Really?
Yeah, if you go back and watch Hidden Fortress by Akira Kurosawa, it's like the same rescue the princess and all that stuff from like the first one.
Huh. I'll have to check that out. I'm sure we'll be having lots of them on that El Rey network.
Oh yeah?
They play a lot of like goofy old
I've got to find like the channel code for that. I flipped through like looking for it, but I don't know what.
It's like 160 something.
Yeah.
162, 168, something like that's popping into my head. But check it out. You would definitely dig that channel.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it sounds like all the stuff I would watch.
1996, the Unabomber was arrested.
Right.
Nice. I remember that.
That
The
whole
Unabomber.
huge thing.
The old picture of him and...
Yeah, the weird, sketchy, like...
with the hood and the glasses.
The glasses on.
And then he was living in some kind of shack in the woods, right?
Yeah, it was something strange. I don't remember all the details.
This big arsenal was there. There were some good times. I remember the big hunt was, found his stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the hunt was long.
Friggin' Unabomber.
They couldn't how come they couldn't track it down through because there were posted things. Like it wasn't through like a secondary service. It went through like the mail.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I guess, I don't know. How long did it take to find them?
I don't know. It was a while.
Was it?
Yeah. I should have wrote down more stuff on that
It was
case.
slick. But yeah, no.
We'll have to look at it.
Just stay in history. I remember, because I was in college. I remember being at college.
Mm-hmm.
And watching the whole thing, the whole world stopped because they found the Unabomber.
Yeah.
Everyone could stop pissing their pants.
But he killed a few people with those friggin' things.
Yeah, oh man, people were... It was almost like they were afraid to even walk to their door.
Yeah.
Because of this guy. It was weird. I guess because it was a new thing to us. Or something
that,
that needs to grab.
It's going through something that seemed so safe. I mean, how excited are you when the package comes to the door?
Yeah.
Woo!
That's like Christmas, man.
Yeah.
Even if you know what's inside of it.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you don't know what's inside of it, ooh.
It's even better.
A package.
Yep.
I remember one time I was scared to open a package because I got this big box in the mail one day, and it was just like, the address was written in marker, the return address, there was just some address, no person's name, no company name, and I didn't know what it was. It was this big box, and I'm like, and it had some weight to it.
It was ticking a little bit.
And I'm thinking, what the hell is this? And I sat down, I looked at the package, and I tried to think if I ordered anything. I went back on my whole eBay purchases.
With the package just sitting there?
And just sitting there by my side, just, pondering. So finally I said, all right, I want to do this. So I open it up and I cut, the tape real careful, and I'm trying to peek in. Here, my dad, for his PlayStation, had he used to play Ace Combat a lot.
Yeah.
And he had this really cool flight stick for the PlayStation. And it went, and it was under warranty. And so I said, well, I'll send it back. I'll mail it back and tell them, and we'll take care of it. And geez, about 2 months later is when this package came. Yeah. And that's what it was. It was the
flight stick
or the fixed flight stick, because it wasn't even like a new package. They just put it in, stuffed a bunch of newspaper in there. But I don't know if they send it to these contractors or just fix and mail up. Yeah. But it just scared the hell out of me. And I was like, oh.
Man, I love Ace Combat. They're making a new one for PC. They updated it and stuff.
That was a good game.
Yeah, I just saw the thing for it on Steam. Yeah.
So I'm searching around today on the internet, and I saw one of the dumbest fucking things I think I've ever seen in my life.
On the internet, you don't say.
Imagine that. But dumber, how is this even a thing? It was combat juggling.
What?
Combat juggling. These guys, they usually do 5 jugglers in the arena, which is really just a big mat. And they'll rent rooms out in conference rooms in hotels and do the stuff there, or some kind of area in a hotel. About 10 people come to watch them, and they have 3 pins, bowling pins. They juggle, and they say go. And the object is you have to knock one of the person's pins out of the air, make it hit the floor while you're still juggling. You have to have one thing in the air when you're smacking his shit away. And then if your thing hits the ground, you're eliminated, and it goes on. Now there's 4 people left or whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, really? This is a thing. There's this interview, and they're saying, certain things were never big before, but then they catch on, and we're hoping this catches on. and we're really into it. And, you know, people would be surprised at how vicious this gets. And I'm like, vicious? So then I watch a video of combat juggling. Let me tell you what. I hope to shit this becomes big.
Yeah.
After thinking it's the dumbest fucking thing in the world, I was glued to it. These people, they start juggling, right? They're all in their little spot juggling. Yeah. And they say go. And there's like different tactics. Sometimes people just kind of try to stand off and wait for their moment and try to smack one. And so they'll throw one really high in the air to buy themselves time. And they get their pins in their hands, they just smack them. And if they can smack one out of the air, they do. If not, they just smack their hands to try to get it to hit the ground.
Oh, man.
And it's way high up in the air, but then they still have to catch theirs. If they don't catch theirs after doing that, they're out. And they like move around, and they're all being like stealthy, and they're juggling. And some guys, though, when that whistle blows, they just fucking charge, man. They juggle and they go. And, you know, they'll throw one real high in the air, run up, attack, and run back and catch their thing. And then there's sometimes someone will get behind them, and they'll chuck their shit way high in the air, turn around, and just smack them in the fucking face with their shit. I mean, like, these pins are just like, smack, right in someone, and then they're like, oh, and their shit drops, and then they catch their shit, and they're like, got ya. You know, and then it ended, and I was like, no, I want more.
I need more combat juggling.
I need more combat juggling.
Why?
Like, do yourself a favor, check it out. I'm telling you, you're going to be amazed at this.
Link it up when we get home, man.
Yeah, it's combat juggling.
That sounds like something to watch.
It's fantastic. So I hope this, because they're like, no one comes and watches our shows or our competitions. And literally they have all these chairs, just like you would see in a hotel conference room. You know, just individual chairs, like metal chairs lined up. And they must have about 100 chairs. There's 10 people sitting there. You know, it's probably their girlfriends or boyfriends or someone like that. But, yeah, once I saw them getting physical and smashing the shit out of each other with these things.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. They call it a 5-juggler death match. So they even give the names. Good stuff.
Yeah, I guess there's some that, you know, try to bide your time, like over in a corner or something.
Yeah, some of them do. They even walk backwards. Like, you know, they'll be in a circle, and the whistle blows, they back up and wait their turn. And but better watch it, man, because you don't want anyone behind you.
Yeah.
Just crack you on the back of the head.
Oh.
Everything's legal as long as you're juggling.
Yeah, keep juggling.
And they come at you like they're nunchucks, man. They throw one way in the air, and it's the best. It's the best. Check it out. They in Odense, Denmark.
Okay.
They found medieval poop barrels. Archaeologists were excavating in the town, and they said for whatever reason that area is really good at preserving things, whereas they'll find entire sheds, big portions of houses that have been preserved that are underground. And they came across these poop barrels that was once the town's toilet area. They were they would get the barrels. They were barrels that they would use to transport goods or store fish in. And then once they became not, I guess, the best, they would turn them into latrines. You know, once the condition of them would go down. And I don't know why you would want to turn something that can no longer hold stuff into a latrine. Yeah. But I guess maybe they figured it was in the ground, so it was just an easy way to keep a hole there. Yeah. They were 700 years old, these latrines. But they were in excellent condition. To the point, they said, where they still smelled like poop. Wow. After 700 years, when they uncovered them, just the waft of shit just hit their face. Well, that's going to be pretty important for, you know,
with those scientists looking at that. I mean, that's...
Oh, yeah.
Tell diet, everything else.
That's what they said. They said it's excellent clues about what life was like back then.
Yeah. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah, 700-year-old crap. You know, and usually it just either dissipates or turns into stone, and this is what it is stone.
Yeah.
You know, you can't do anything with it. But, no, man, this was legit shit.
Fresh 300 shit.
So I thought that was pretty cool. The moon. What do you got on the moon here?
The moon is younger than they had originally, dated it out to be. It's actually 70. They think it's 70 million years younger than they previously thought.
And why is that?
Just based on whatever new, tests they've done with,
So it may resolve differences in...
Yeah, radiometric dating and stuff that they've done on rocks previously. They used...
Oh, so they can use it to...
Yeah, the creation of the moon to, base those time frames on. And that supposedly is going to make a difference in those, shore up those times a little.
Didn't it have something to do with the moon and the Earth being created around the same time?
Well, the moon was a separate body, and it having crashed into the Earth. It formed its own thing after that impact. And I guess it was something to do with the amount of iron that's on the Earth.
Oh.
So, or towards the surface or wherever it was.
That's how they were able to help pinpoint the age?
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
I want to go to the moon one day.
Yeah.
Just for something to do.
Just something to do. Well,
just to see if they can really put people there.
Probably could eventually. I mean, there's no reason why not. I mean,
I want to hang out on the moon, and I want people here to look at me with a telescope, and I just sitting there waving to them.
Yeah.
I'm good. Then I'm going to come home.
In a lawn chair.
Yeah. As long as I can close it carefully without killing myself.
Yourself.
Daylight savings time.
Right.
It is very, very important that you turn your clocks back the day they say to turn the clocks back or ahead.
Okay.
There was a car bomber in Dublin, Ireland, who went to go place a bomb on someone's car that they needed killed for whatever reason.
Recently?
Yeah. This was just this was Sunday. Sunday in Ireland was their daylight savings time.
Uh-huh.
So Sunday they should have put their clocks ahead an hour.
Right.
So this guy forgot to do that, and the idea was to set the bomb because he kind of knew when the guy would be coming out and doing his thing. So he set it for a certain time for when the guy would be in his car. Well, he forgot to turn his clock ahead, and when he was setting it up, it blew up in his face because he had the time wrong. So he jets away. He runs. He lives, and he runs from the scene. And they just said he was a bloody mess. Like, people saw him, and he was just bleeding profusely. Hops in a taxi cab and gets away. So, and they have pictures of this car blowing up, and it was serious. I mean, just flames coming out of this thing, and just this big explosion. So they're asking everybody, hey, if anyone saw, or anyone in the area, or if you were a taxi driver and you picked up someone who was obviously in a lot of pain and bleeding, call us, because that's the guy we're looking for. I'm thinking that was his getaway car. He had a buddy in the taxi cab, to get him away. But make sure you turn your clocks back or ahead, especially if you plan on
if you're a professional bomber,
blowing someone up,
or an amateur bomber.
Or you know what? Make sure you just wait a week after or before. It doesn't have to be done that day. But they said they don't know why he was trying to bomb this guy. It was outside of this guy's shop that he owns. They said this guy has no criminal record at all. He seems pretty normal. They don't think anything's up with him. But
go right down to shoot you.
Asshole, shoot. Love it.
Ugh.
Just got a good story about driving since we're driving.
Yeah.
We're talking about drivers that don't know how to. In China, to get your driver's license, you do the course, you take the test. You have to wait pretty much about a year before you get your driver's license.
Okay.
And it costs $850 to get.
Yeah.
So what they've been doing lately is Chinese have been going to South Korea to get their driver's license. They take a ferry, they go to South Korea, and it's easier to get it just due to the training that's involved. They have to have 13 hours of training, including 6 hours of drive time. It costs half the price. It's only about $425 to get it. And once you're done, they get the license that day. And then once they have their license, they go back to China and they just convert their driver's license. You can convert your license easily. If you already have a license, you can convert it right away.
So it doesn't take a year to convert your license.
Right, it doesn't take a year to get it.
Wow.
One of the cool things, one of the silly things is pretty much your first day of training, of driving training, actually being in a car and driving, is a rooftop driver's course. So they do it on some roof of a building. And best of luck to you. I guess that really forces your hand at driving well.
Yeah. Drive or die.
In the last 3 years, they have had 70,000 people from China come over.
Wow.
To get their driver's license in South Korea. They just take the ferry back and forth. They take their classes. They said it's only hard when the translators aren't there that day.
Right.
They have like one translator, and if she calls out sick, they still try to teach you. They said one girl said she took her driver's test with no translator, and the teacher just kind of used hand gestures to teach her what to do, and she made out all right. So check out.
That's kind of cool. You figured they'd set up like their own like bureau over there and just have go right.
You're getting
there.
that many people,
right?
That's bringing a lot of money to their country.
That's a lot of people.
70,000 times $425.
That ferry's making out.
Yeah, and the ferry probably raised their prices since.
Yeah.
But so that's that.
That's pretty cool.
A Dutch innovator, Don Roosengard, wants to find a more natural way to have streetlights. So what his idea is, he wants to make trees that glow. Trees that naturally glow.
Okay.
He was inspired, he got the idea, inspired by jellyfish, fireflies, things like that. So he's trying to get a group of scientists together to take the luminescent qualities of them and
modify
genetically engineer, the trees to have the DNA to glow. It'd be more eco-friendly, and it would just be prettier. It'd be more appealing to the eyes. The problem with that is a normal street light puts off 10,000 lumens.
Yeah.
Whereas these trees would only put out 10 lumens.
Yeah.
So you're not really going to get light enough for the purpose of street lights.
Yeah, no.
However, he has a Kickstarter for it, and it is already up to $500,000.
Wow.
So he's got $500,000 to help make glow trees.
Well, what's he asking? What was the bottom line on the Kickstarter?
I'm not sure what the bottom line was. I'm not sure, what he needs to get the Kickstarter off the ground.
Yeah.
But
it's got to be pretty close to it, I would think.
I would imagine for just starting up something like that.
Yeah.
And he says he has, scientists that are willing to, at least try it. Why not?
I mean, if it's gonna be a private grant, just to work on something you're already doing anyway, or something you're interested in.
Making trees. That would be cool, though. I think that would be neat to look at.
Yeah,
Trees that glow.
You could definitely sell that, if not to. Create
go to Lowe's, buy yourself a
lights.
glow tree for $1,000.
People would easily buy that.
Line your lot with it. Have you ever joined any kind of wine club or beer of the month club or any kind of food club like that?
Nothing of the month.
Me either. The problem with a lot of people say is you get a lot of bad things. You get things that are just horrible, and you're like, I paid for this. Well, there's a wine club that a company called Lot 18 has created. They call it the Testing Room. And what it is, you sign up for the club, and it costs you $6.95, and they send you 6 sample bottles of different wines to try. And you tell them ahead of time if you like red wine, white wine, or both. So they know already what you like.
Right.
They send you these sample wines, and then when you try them, you go online and they have you rate the wines. Different things you like about them. So now they have a profile on you of really what kind of wine you like. And from that point forward, they try to only send you wines that they know you're going to like, so you're not wasting money getting crap wine or anything like that.
That's cool.
After you do that and you sign up, you can even view your profile online. If they have something incorrect about you, you can correct it. After you get the taste test, 30 days later is when they send you a case of wine. So you get it by the case. It's generally around $10 a bottle, so they try to keep it kind of cheap. So you'd be looking at about $120. And after that, every 3 months, you get another case of wine. And which is a decent price, especially if it's really going to be stuff you like.
Yeah, that's not bad.
They said if you ever get a bottle of wine that you don't like, they will either send you another bottle of wine for free, or they'll just credit you your $10 back for that wine. So I mean, it's spot on. You know, they're really trying to aim to please.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Because I'm sure they don't want to have to send you a free bottle of wine if they don't have to.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would sign up for. Liquor coming in the mail. I mean,
can't beat that. Talk about a good package coming in the mail. Wine. That's fantastic. So I don't know. I was thinking about trying it. I don't know if I like the price of $120 every 3 months. Not that we don't spend that in liquor anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
You know.
You just have to be more of a wine drinker than...
Yeah. I mean, if anything, Kendra would. I was thinking maybe as a gift for her, because she really likes her wine.
Or, hey, we split it, and then...
Yeah, right?
Split the wines. I don't know.
We'll just taste test it together.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe when we do our food show, we can have a sample kit come in.
Yeah, there we go.
And we can do that.
Sample that too.
You know?
Put along the lines. Yeah, that sounds good.
Add it to the list.
Yep, it's on there. I take that back. You know what? I did sign up for a month-by-month thing. It was that, we watched that commercial thing for that Dollar Shave Club thing.
Oh, yeah.
I signed up for that.
Yeah, what do you think? Did you get anything in yet?
I did. I just got the cheapest ones. I was like, whatever, you know, a double-bladed razor. It's $3, you know, for 5 of them.
Wow.
I was like, you know, I'm going to be spending that. I'm going to be spending more than that if I went to the dollar store.
Yeah.
To get razors, you know. So I got that, and they're okay, but it's not like the one I'm used to it's like the 4-blade thing that
the Fusion.
Yeah, the Fusion thing, and I really like that. So, you know, I got it, and they're okay, but I upped it to like the next one up, and it's a 4-blade thing, and it's $6. So $3 more bucks.
Still $6 a month
compared
for a 4-blade razor.
Right. Compared to like $20 for like a 4-pack.
Right.
Yeah.
And you tear through them.
Right. So
you might even have razors. You might eventually get a stockpile of razors.
Yeah. Yeah. You might start getting extra. I mean,
because I know me, you get down to that last razor, and you make it last.
Right.
You make it last.
And that's the thing. You don't have to worry about it.
Right.
And you don't have to dick around at the store. You don't have to get the fucking key and all that other shit to unlock the case, because people can't buy razors for some fucking reason. It's, you know. And yet you can go down like the kitchen aisle, and there's big fucking butcher knives on the shelf. You know what?
I think it's because they are expensive and they're small.
Yeah, it's all it can be. I mean, but you know.
I know one store, I forget what store it is. They don't have them locked, but there's a cover over top of them. Yeah. And when you lift the cover, it beeps real loud, so everyone knows. Look, there's someone buying a razor. Make sure they're not stealing it. They got a razor.
I think it's like Rite Aid or something. They've got one that's like it's just a regular hook. Like, you can grab the thing, but you can't pull it off. Like, you got to go up to the front and get a key. It's not even like in a case. So there's people like, they took like the razor thing, and it's like they gnawed through the fucking thing and they pulled it off.
And sometimes you can take it and bring it up, but then they have to unlock it when you pay.
Yeah, and that's something. I mean,
yeah.
At least I don't have to get a key and bring it back to the, and pick out the one I want. Yeah, that's just awful. I can't stand those.
Just a dickhead.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now we shall call the phone booth in the desert.
Oh man.
Good vibes. Good vibes.
The number you have dialed has been changed to a conference. You are the only party in this conference.
Only party. Audible this. It's worth another shot.
It's lowering your morale. Just whittle it away at it.
Amazon. Have you seen their Fire TV box yet?
Yeah, you can't miss it if you go to their website.
Oh yeah, all over the place.
It's the biggest possible ad they can do. It's the whole front page of it.
They said they advertise it as thinner than a dime.
Yeah,
but it's not. Because there's HDMI ports in the back. And,
right. That's obviously.
Yeah, and then there's casing around that.
So what exactly is thinner than a dime on it? The circuit board inside?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know where they're going to be disappointed when they get it, but it is pretty small, they said.
Yeah.
It's $99. You can get a lot of your channel apps on it, HBO Go, MLB, Netflix, Hulu. You can still watch your Prime stuff on it, YouTube. Right. What they're saying is the really cool thing about it, they said the voice control is better than any other voice control thing out there. The other voice control remotes or cable boxes have to learn your voice. Even though they advertise it as if it takes any voice after it learns it. This, they said, is spot on, and people were testing it. And they said you just right out of the box, talk into it, and
it just does it.
It's pretty right on. They said the only time they had a problem with it is, let's say I was trying to look up someone with a foreign name, Pyongyang.
Yeah, your mispronunciation.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's getting pretty good reviews. There's all kinds of free games you can play on it as well. They said thousands of free games, thousands of other games where the average price is only $1.85. You can buy a $40 gaming controller for it that comes with 1,000 Amazon coins to buy stuff. I'm thinking that's probably $10 worth of Amazon. Yeah. The only problem they've come across with it so far is people go to look up the Fire TV apps, and type in firetv.com. Well, there's an app that you can get for other boxes, like the Roku has this, called Fire TV, which is FYRE.
Oh.
And that is a streaming porn site where you can stream porn. You pick your movie and watch it right there on your TV. But their website is Fire, spelled the correct way, firetv.com. So all these people are going to check out the Amazon box, and they're getting another box.
They're getting streaming porn
on their TV. Yeah, multiple boxes. So they said that was the one thing they didn't think of, and that people would do. So they're working on trying to do something with that, but it's they're not even saying go to firetv.com.
People are just doing it.
And maybe they should have thought of a different name, but they're still hooked on the Amazon Fire. Right. That there's that. So I go home, I'm going to check out firetv.com.
Yeah, I think you owe it to the viewers.
Yeah, see if it's legit. I was at work when I was reading this. I couldn't use their computers to...
I've got a Roku at home.
There you go. Check out the Fire TV app. For the people.
Right. The people need this.
They might as well get rid of coins completely in this country.
Okay.
Because in Mill Creek Township in Pennsylvania, they sent out their sewer bills for everyone to pay. And this woman's sewer bill was $200. So she comes into the facility to pay it with a shoebox full of coins. $200 worth of coins.
Right.
Says, here's my payment. So it takes 4 employees an hour to count all this change into $200. They freak out. God forbid they have to do anything, and it's legit money. Money's money.
Yeah.
I'm paying you with this. It's, you know, legal tender.
Yeah.
Take it. Well, no. So they now put out a new rule saying that they only accept up to $10 of unrolled coins, $20 of rolled coins.
Yeah.
And they call it their loose coin policy. So if people are just going to ban you paying with a certain type of currency,
Yeah.
why have it?
Right.
Why have it? If they're allowed to do that, I think she should fight this, bring it higher and say, no, I'm sorry. This is money. If I want to pay like this, I can understand maybe they'll say, okay, bring it rolled.
Yeah.
You know? But
there's a service charge for making us count it.
yeah, maybe, you know, okay, we'll count it for you, but it's going to cost you an extra $5, $10,
Yeah.
whatever. But it's got to go one way or the other. They have to come down on this township and say, no, you will accept any kind of currency that this government makes, or, yeah, you're right, fuck the coins. Let's just have... And if they're making stuff like that, then you can forget the coin system coming in for dollars like they talk about.
Yeah.
You know, where it's just, we have no paper money, it's all coins. Which I would just lose easier anyway, so I'm happy with that. Stick a bunch of coins in my pocket.
I hate loose change, man. I can't. There's nothing I can do with it. I just give it to Nancy all the time.
We just put it in a jar, and then when it fills up, we go to the coin star. You know, get a couple bucks out. I love those things. And people are like, oh, you pay 9% to have them count it? Yes.
Yes, I
certainly do.
It's worth 9% of my time.
And they don't charge you anything if you decide to get a gift card mailed to you.
Yeah.
With the coins. So.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, well, here we are, and that'll do it for this episode of The Commute. Check out our Facebook page and like it, The Commute. You can follow us on Twitter at Driver Passenger. You can check out our website, tocommute.com. That's TWOcommute.com. Check us out on YouTube and subscribe. The Commute Podcast, or send us an email. Let us know what you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
At, I already gave that out? No, I did not.
No.
Email is thecommutepodcast@comcast.net. All right, see you then.